And Mamelodi Sundowns, who play against the side Black Leopards, who the way they're going at the moment would be fortunate to see 30 points by the end of the season. But things can change. The winds of change have blown through the Leopards camp. No more Dylan Kerr and Leklolona Siema and Shibambu take over the coach. The Thohoyandou, welcome to the Vembe district. Oh, little dummy around the back and a swerving effort, and my goodness me, didn't miss by too much, did it?
Tell you what, he's got back full of tricks there. His presence, whoever thought that Mushishi could be dribbled by a defender? Yes, Zulu, that dribbled him. In fact, it's kept me as much that time. But how he slices that ball inches away from target, I can tell you that was intended.
Both corners have been taken by Langerman from Mamelodi Sundowns, near post. Still an opportunity for Kermit Erasmus. There's space at the back post, and the post will be the one that intervenes against Klompo Kekano. No, it wasn't. It was Matobi Mbala.
I think it's Shalulile that got to the end of that ball. Let's have a look at it. Yes, it is Shalulile. Denied by the upright.
Ifa Klonkwani, it's a good little movement and picked out well as well by Obedi Karuru. Back where it all started with Kamalo. Wiseman Maluleka's got space!
Like his name, it's a wise move and a wise decision to get the shot on target, because the strength, as we've mentioned, has been on this left-hand side. Kumalo setting him up and cancelling out Zwan, and the invitation was there.
This particular move might, with Rodney Ramagalela in space. They got players forward here. Back to Rodney Ramagalela. Was that into the back of Karuru? Wow, I would have thought he could have scored from that one.
I thought so. I thought it had a goal written in it. This is a former Sundowns player making the run on the right-hand side. Ball pulled back to him. Was that a touch of handball somehow there?
From Kize. Yep.
Was it spotted by the referee?
Kamala looking for one, and one indeed. Looks like Karuru has snuck one here. The opening forage of the second half, and Leopards have sprung a surprise attack. Kamalo from the left-hand side. They threw numbers into the penalty area. Anybody could have had a touch. And Leopards have scored the goal here that will have their fans at home jumping around all over the place. Leopards lead by 1-0 to 0. Obedi Karuru with his 4th goal of the season. Sereno again. Zwane! Scores for the first time since the 9th of January. Oh, it's Shalulile.
It is.
Shalulile, do beg your pardon. What a great goal that was. He had to take it off the hip. Strikes it well. Sundowns are level.
I was throwing a warning to say, if you defend too deep in your own half, you're inviting trouble. And that's the trouble they invited. And you cannot afford to do that when you have a Sundowns that spreads the ball with Sereno, who's just come on. Good vision, well set up for him. There was nothing stopping the reflexes from Shalulile. Quick bicycle kick, got it on target.
Rodney Ramagalela. Oh, that's a professional foul. Surely a yellow card from Mbala. And is it a clear goal-scoring opportunity? I don't think it is, but the decision's in the hands of Pilangi Nkosi Kumalo.
What is he going to do? Because for me, that looks like a clear goal-scoring opportunity. He's hesitating.
Well, there's calls for a red card. He's gone to the back pocket.
He's consulting. I think it's a red.
I mean, there's a lot of drama about this.
The yellow stays in the front pocket, right?
Mbala's in trouble here. It's a red. Straight red card for Matobi Mbala. And Sundowns, who've just drawn level. Or not level on the score, they're level on the score sheet, but not on the playing field. Matobi Mbala with a professional foul. And the referee says, no, that's enough for me, thank you.
Had to take one for the team. Because if you look at Rotne Ramaji, He had an opportunity to go direct to the keeper.
Mamelodi Sundowns lose a centre-back. They lose an influential player. The defending champions are down to 10 men. Keeper stays on his line. Across the face of goal. Karuru misses from Kabwe.
My only excuse for him is that it was played with too much power for him. Maybe not too brave enough to get to the end of that one. How effective can Black Leopards be in taking advantage?
Another opportunity here for Kabwe. It's a good save, it really is.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's about to get as quick as it can here. That's full laces. The mark of a good goalkeeper.
Erasmus unable to turn first time. It's really good defending from Ntateni. Gets the chip away eventually and cleared off the line by a sweeping King and Ndlovu. Wow. Gaston Sereno denied by the King.
Good skill, nice depth touch. But when you ball watching like they were Black Leopards, you'll have the Sereno. Good technique to try and head it across face of the goal, perhaps still within reach of the keeper, the King himself. Wakandlovu.
Lesedi Kapinga! And smashed home, no offside flag! And have they snuck it in the final moments here through Shalolile? He's a man that lurks in the danger zone. He's in the kitchen, Mark.
What page was it when we were talking about the 10 men who can be dangerous? Was it page 1? And we're referring back to that page 1 to say they are going to calculate. And there's a reason why Mkulisa came on. And there's a reason why Kapinga came on, because they're full of energy. Their movement is so swift and they can be deadly. They're one man down, but they get things right.
The referee says that's enough. A come from behind victory. And they keep their unbeaten away record intact to Mamelodi Sundowns. And even though Mamelodi Sundowns had a player sent off, a Shalolile brace is enough to see Mamelodi Sundowns increase their tally of points up to 30. The first team up to 30. And they lead SuperSport United and Swallows on 27. Karuru scores for Black Leopards at the start of the second half for his 4th goal of the season. But a brace for Peter Shalolile in the 64th.
Yeah, it was one of those matches where when we had all the numbers, we did not put the intensity that we put when we were short. It's very strange because I believe first half we gave a little bit more and they gained momentum and confidence and started thinking they can play. But the moment we started putting a lot of pressure on them and working very hard, and I must say the substitutes that we brought in also added a lot of value on the guys that had already exhausted their legs. I believe AJ, Mkulisi did a very good account of themselves, and Gaston, Kapinga also are very instrumental, but Peter was a tiger up top, fighting for every ball, and you can never take that away. The captain playing as a 6 and also coming back to play as a central defender at a later stage, also fought very well with Musa. And Lebu, I must commend him. It's always difficult to move from midfield into defense during the game and still be able to adapt quickly. So it was encouraging. I believe he performed very well. He was just caught on a scramble there, that ball that went behind him. And we know Ramaji is very quick. And to be honest, I cannot blame him that much because I thought he had a little bit of cover. I thought it might be a yellow card, but I may be wrong. So I would take the red card as it is because I did not see very well. But he had to do what he had to do, and I cannot blame him. I believe the boy has given a very good account of himself, and he has really fought for us as a centre-back. We cannot take away the effort that he has put in together with Musa. It's a combination that we've never even had during our preparation phase, but that combination has pulled through. It has not considered a goal up until today, but one must say we are letting in some cheap goals. The goal that we considered against Swallows at the death, And the goal that we considered today, when we saw very well, they were relying more on diagonal balls, and the opposite side, they were finding us loose. We were not shifting quickly to make sure that we put a lot of pressure on the ball. But surprisingly, when we did not have the numbers, we started to shift the right way and put the pressure that we wanted on the ball and played some enterprising football. I think we could have scored 4 or 5 if we used the opportunities that we got. But it was encouraging to see the fighting spirit. The boys wanted to win this one, and they wanted it more when they were short, and that's what you can always get in football. Yeah, people are free to say whatever they want to say, but the truth of the matter is when you are scrambling like this without most of your centre backs and the boys that come in, they do what they do, you really have to appreciate. The boys haven't lost. When we don't have probably more than 50-60% of some of the players that normally start for us, we must give credit when it's due, and I'm very happy with the progress that we are seeing. And AJ coming from an injury, we were worried and we did not even want to play him in this match, to be honest. But he came in and gave a very good account of himself because we wanted the legs in the dying stages, and he gave us what we wanted. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Bralazi, it's the 90 minutes that exactly what I was worried about. It happened at the end. We knew that there are pace up front there. They need one ball over the top or one ball on the sides. If you can't deliver the cross, they'll have a cross, and then they have people that are capable of finishing, because those 3 that they have up front, they are quick, and also they're able to finish. And when the game went on and we started missing chances like the way we were missing the chances, and credit must go also to Dennis Oyango. You can see now his experience came through for us, and whereas now you can say now on our side here, what was the experience when we conceded a goal in the 10 minute like that? I don't even want to talk about one man down, because I think after they went one man down, we created a number of chances that could have allowed us to win the game. Okay, we did not take the chances, but I told them that if we cannot win this game there today, let us not lose this game. We went and conceded like that. I think it was 1 guy against 4 guys in defenders in our box. It is very disappointing, but we'll have to work. I'll have to work with these guys, pick them up. We are playing another game on Saturday, and we have to make sure that we get the points here. We cannot be donating points like this. Yeah, of course. Ox and Lefa, they were helping us a lot in the midfield to keep the ball better. Ox was breaking every attack that Sundowns was doing, and Lefa could get it there, and then we were attacking them all the time. He was on the half spaces, and then he was going. It was very unfortunate that they came out, but that must not be excused, because we all training in the same thing. The guys that came in, they were supposed to carry on where those 2 left off. But I can tell you that, yeah, we let ourselves down, and yeah, there's a serious talk that I must have with the players, and then also even the management, just to see that if we cannot try and see if we can get we can beef up here and there, because we cannot be conceding goals like this. Cape Town City again, we conceded a very soft goal again, the second goal that we conceded. So against Chippa again, we could see. So yeah, we'll have to go to the drawing board, but yeah, something has to give. We have to try and strengthen the team. I'll speak to my chairman, and then we can see what we can do. Thank you very much, Bralazi.